Hello, hello. We are going to open up the ornament sweatshop today. However, I have dug out a shit ton of mugs, etc., that I haven't signed yet that I'd like to be able to take to my markets. So I figure first, if you guys don't mind, we're going to pull out those mugs and such, and I'm going to get them signed so that I can have them ready to go for the market. So I'm going to start bringing them in. Hi, Tina. How are ya? Good to see ya. Happy Sunday. Hi, Lay. How are you? It is good to see you. All right, I'm going to go start bringing those mugs in. I'll be back in 2 minutes. All right. Mugs and mugs and mugs and mugs. So we've got this one to sign. I've got this one to sign. I've got like 15 of them, I think. Oh, maybe about 10. This one. So we're gonna go one at a time. I can see, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 15 things, I guess. So I'm gonna hopefully arrange these out on my living room table and let them dry for the next month until it's time to go for the market. Hi, Debbie. I'm doing good, Lay. Thank you. I appreciate the question. I'm glad you're doing good. Hi, Kim. Hi, Cara. Gabrielle. Good to see you guys. Hi, Sarah. All the highs. I'm sorry, Tina. I'll make it up to you eventually, I promise. I promise. I'm trying to learn from my mistakes. So I need my jumbo box of bliss drops down here with me. My jumbo boxes, I guess. And Tina, send it back, Lay says. I love you guys. All right. You okay, Audrey? You good? Good girl. So I'm just going to put little bits on my hand and we'll go through these mugs. Because you wouldn't give it back. No, I'd intend to send it back to you, but it would take me 6 months to actually do it, wouldn't it? You guys know me too well. Between customs and the postal strike, yeah, it would definitely be called Lost in Space for sure. Yeah. I'd be screwed for sure. All right. So let's go to this one. This one we will use teal. Yeah, plus I'm not shipping to the US. But that's why I said someday, hopefully, I will be able to make it up to you. That would be my goal. Hopefully someday. Right? What's 6 months on the Jamie calendar? Exactly. Yeah, if I say I'm going to do something soon, that means anytime in the next 2 years. Now, I'm not doing these with multiple colors like I usually do, but we'll get it done. The box of bliss should do it, right? Yeah, exactly. I'll get on it. Oops. All right. So these are now going out to the other table, and I'm going to bring in the next batch. Hi, Nicole. You have the same calendar as me, Sarah? Excellent. At least I'm not alone there. How's it going, Nicole? Hi, Joe. Everybody says hi, Joe. All right, I'm going to take these out to the other table. I'm going to bring in the next ones. I'll be right back. Oh, I got to take my eyeglasses off. Hi, Mom. No, not at all. Are you okay? Great. Do you need any help? Putting the dishes away? I haven't done any of it. It's still been sitting in the sink since last night. Yep. Hi, guys. Just a second, Mom. I couldn't hear you. What?
I said that that's all right. You weren't that nice.
No, I wasn't, but I did put all the dishes away.
Oh, you did.
Yes, I did. All right. Everyone says hi, Sue.
Hi, everyone.
And they say hi, Mom Sue.
I like that.
She likes Mom Sue.
Hi, all my children.
She says hello, all my children. All right. Now, we are going to use some isopropyl alcohol. Some of these need to be washed a little bit better, but hang on a second. I'm going to try something. One sec. Seriously, not worth stressing over at all. All right. Oh, thanks, Nicole. I'm glad you like the mugs. I forgot that I had this many done And these are just the ones that I'm taking with me. I've got other ones that I'm not even going to take with me. She loves Mom Sue, by the way. She loved that. For me, it's the only mom because I don't address my mom in English. There you go. This is just getting the rest of the glue off. Or hopefully most of the glue off. These have been sitting in cupboards for a while, so I want to make sure they're good and clean. So this is just isopropyl alcohol that I'm using right now. But I am going to put the lid on the container so that I'm not huffing it for the next 2 hours. That'd probably be a good idea. I know, right, Debbie? I'm hoping that things will get back to quote-unquote normal soon, and we can begin again with all of that wonderful stuff. You're obsessed with this dragon? Are you having a great time with it, Joe? It looks beautiful. I still can't get over how big it is. It's amazing. Yeah, we're totally can't wait to see. Can't wait to see what it looks like. Well, with any luck, maybe we'll get lucky and things will change. Did I see Steffi was here? There she is. Hi, Steffi. How you doing? Did you have a good night last night? Okay, I need so another Bliss mug. We've got this Bliss mug. Doesn't have the guide dots erased on it yet, so I should probably do that. Probably. I did this one in black as well. So the black on the teal. It's just pretty, but I already signed it, thankfully. And then oh, the chalk dot is showing through on some of these. Damn it. Not sure what to do about that. But we're going to sign it anyway. That's okay, Sarah. Yeah, I hope the other one is signed of the 2 mugs that Tina has. It's okay. Does anyone own Lady in Red yet? Gotta wait for the November 7th, I believe. Jersey Mike's Sub Club sandwich. Oh, that sounds good, Cara. Wait and lay, but also cool. Yeah, it would be cool to have for Christmas prep because there's such a beautiful collection of colors. All right. So let's get this one signed. Bear with me 1 second here. This was a little gloppy. Patty's here. Hi, Patty. Here, but just listening. We'll be driving in a minute. Okay, drive safe. Oh, Ladies in Red is available now? Well, that's good to know that it's available. Yeah, I usually mostly, if it's not in a rainbow combo, I use it at Christmas a lot of time. Cara does eat good foods, eh? I don't want to pay $32 shipping twice, right? That is fair. All right. Then we have a rainbow one. And I'm going to use red to sign this one. Are you sharing with Ingrid? Sarah asked. Sure do, Nicole. And I love teasing y'all with the good foods. Well, you do a good job of it, Cara. Make us all hungry. Yeah, the shipping is crazy. Tina, so I'll either order a ton or together with Ingrid or nothing and be sad and look at them on my screen. And then we have this one. I don't know if you guys remember this one. I did a long time ago. So I'm going to sign this one with pink tourmaline. And then I will put these ones out on the table and grab the next batch. It sounds like it's raining outside, but it's the wind, which is kind of nuts. All the dry leaves make it, every now and then I keep thinking it's pouring rain outside. All right, so these ones are gonna go back on the table. Remember that one, Sarah? No power and Wi-Fi. Oh shit, Steffi, that's not good. Oh, yuck. I hope Ingrid will share, Tina said. I hope so too. Wind with a cold front. Oh, yuck. I hope that it goes by quickly and doesn't cause too many problems. Thank you, Cara. Don't remember that one, but I like it. Seems like a lot of work. Yes, thank you. It was a lot of work. But you know what? I've tried to replicate it and I haven't been able to do it yet. So I'll have to really get some good photos of it. Hopefully it'll sell at the market, but I'll get some good photos of it because that could be an interesting one. Like I'm looking at this and I'm thinking we could even add more, right? Like add more to go up here and add another one to start, say, here and like fill in the whole thing. I think that would look really fucking cool. But I have to figure out how the hell I did it and I have to remember that first. And I don't remember. So I'll do some looking on it and I'll see what happens. But, oh, nice, Ingrid. Good to see ya. Sarah's gonna paint. Wonderful. You working on trinket dishes? Debbie, how's the market prep going? You doing all right? All right, I'm gonna move these and I will be right back with some more. Let's put these ones up here. And let's bring in these ones. So we have pink mug with black, and it still has the sticker on the bottom. So gonna let that soak up. Do those ones, I'll let them sit for a bit. All right, and then I will sign this one while those ones are soaking. And we'll be good to go. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, that seems impossible that it was before your time, but I remember it was since I moved into the apartment. Yeah, working on a trinket dish. Nice, Sarah. Thank you, Nicole. It'll be a nice big box for you guys. Yours still had the sticker too? Son of a bitch. I really shit the bed with your mug, Tina. I'm sorry. I made another ornament this morning. Took a time out to shower. Now I'm prepping a trick-or-treat tote for my grandson. Nice. Yeah, maybe it was in that 2 weeks. Disappeared. When she was recovering from surgery. Hi, Lorna. How are ya? I love you guys. You're amazing. I'll have to look through my photos and stuff and see if I can find any kind of origin story for that mug. Would be funny if it ended up being recorded in a video somewhere on my socials. All right, I'm going to move this one. I'm going to let those ones continue to soak. I'm going to grab a couple more. Okay, I found 2 more that need the sticker soaked off. So what I might do is I might just let that happen while we're painting other things. All right. Now for this one, I think I'm going to sign it just right at the bottom. No, that's not true. I'm going to sign it on the bottom. I lied. That's true. That's true. Got to add the guilt trip in there so it doesn't happen again. That's a good point, Lay. Why will that one not? Excellent point. Poor Tina. Gonna keep painting, but Joe and I are listening and painting. Sounds good. I keep taking my glasses off when I get up to go walk and grab something, and then I forget to put them back on and wonder why I can't see shit. All right. So I'm going to move that one, and I'm going to grab a couple more. So I have 3 more mugs that need to get the stickers soaked off. So I'm going to do that up on a different cabinet. But I do have a couple piggy banks that need to be signed. So I'm going to move these and I will be right back. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my spray bottle and I'm going to go and spray. So give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. No, I'm good. Thank you. Okay, that one. And I've got one other I need to spray, and I'll be right back. All right, now let me come back and I will catch up and then we'll sign the piggies. Oops. All right, let me scroll back here. I'm gonna wipe the paint off of my hand too. I scrolled back too much. Ah, that's so sweet, Lorna. I love you too. Happy you're here. Which one is my favorite mug? I really like the pink ones with the pink with the gold or the pink with the black. I really, really like that one. Otherwise, yeah, that would probably be my favorite. Either the pink and gold or the pink and black. What about you, Lay? Do you have a favorite? Right, the piggies are cute, eh? No, I haven't tried to use my heat gun on a sticker. I never would have even thought that that would work. That's interesting. All right. Okay, I need to sign this. See, it's got a little stamp on his bum. So I'm going to sign this down here at the bottom. And I need to grab multi-surface. I thought we had multi-surface neons, Jamie. You know what? I'm going to use the teal metallic to sign it. That'll be good. I do like the gray and pink though too. That is true. I do like the gray and pink, but it's not my favorite. No, I do like it. There's something about, I think the black on pink is my favorite, my absolute favorite. I will grab my heat gun here in a bit. I've still got it plugged in, and we can give those ones a try and and then maybe be able to get them signed. So yeah, I'm just going to use this teal metallic to sign these piggies. Because why not? Why not? Aren't they cute, Nicole? I've got like 3 or 4 more to paint. I just haven't done it yet. There's a lot of stuff that I have multiples of that I haven't painted yet. There we go. Teeny tiny, but it's there. What kind of note should I put in there? Any suggestions? Stupid technology, Steffi. I hope that sorts itself out. Are you pretty tired today? You doing all right? What should the note say? You're going to paint tonight? Yay, Lorna. Promises aren't necessary because you can do it whenever you feel that you've got the physical and mental energy to do it. You are not doing anything wrong by not painting. All right, so these are going to go sit back on the other table, and I'm going to grab the ones that I'm soaking, and I'll bring them in, and we'll try the heat gun. I'll be right back. Oh, that's looking pretty gloomy. Our sky is looking pretty gloomy. I think we're going to be getting some rain pretty soon. All right, 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I'll bring these ones all back. And I'll bring these two, the pink and silver and the pink and gold, and we also have a teapot. A teapot that needs to be signed too. So we'll move that out of the way. Here are all of these. So yeah, I really like the pink with the black. Really, really, really like it. All right. Let me scroll back. Of course, you can use, there are no rules ever, Lorna. You use whatever colors you want. You paint on what you want. You do it the size that you want. You can do anything your heart desires. Oh, that sucks, Steffi. I hope that goes away fast for you. Sorry if you thought it was money. That's a great idea. I like that. Exactly. Any colors you want. I like that. Sorry, try again. I like that too. I think I have another purple pig, Tina. Maybe that's how I make it up for you for not signing the mug. I'll have to paint you a pig. Feeling good today, Lorna? That's wonderful. Sucker, this is just paper. I like that. Yeah, shocking that Tina likes the purple one. Computer erased all my files. Now I lost everything. Well, at least I got my external hard drive. Well, thank goodness you've got the external hard drive indeed. That sucks, Kara. Feeling hopeful. Today is my best day yet. That's awesome. Awesome, Lorna. You can only use red on Wednesdays, purple on Sundays, but other than that, there's no rules. Like, yeah, those external hard drives come in handy, don't they? All right, I'm just going to soak the water off here. And then I feel like that one will come off on its own. Let's see. Yeah, that one came off nice and easy. Easy peasy. Lovely. So I will dry them off, and I'm going to wipe them down with isopropyl alcohol. When I can manage to get them off nice and easy like this, it's great, but it doesn't always happen. So I'm going to break out the heat gun, and we will clean that one with the isopropyl alcohol. So that one's good. We'll sign that one, and we'll break out the heat gun. Oh my God. That's the way it's going to be today, I guess. That really sucks. Thank goodness for those external hard drives. Those things are so helpful. But what a pain in the ass. I know. I can't believe I said that, Lay. I just, every time I went to say it, I'm like, nope, that's not the word. That's not the word. All right, so I'm going to use the heat gun. I feel like we've had multiple conversations about taking stickers off of things before, and I've never managed to retain the information that we've talked about. So what other ways do you know to get these kinds of stickers off? So I think it'll take 2 goes, but that's looking pretty good. The isopropyl alcohol should get rid of the rest of it, I would hope. Hopefully. Tape over it with packing tape. So the only way I can soak the base is if I have them poured upside down and I take hot soapy water and pour it on top of here, because I can't soak the mugs. So unfortunately, all right, let me grab some packing tape. We'll try that one too. Audrey's been very subdued yesterday and today, and I'm not a fan. Because you painted them before removing the stickers, but some people remove stickers. Yeah, I know. That is the absolute truth for sure. Yes, I am not one of those people. All right, so let's try this. Packing tape. Oh, well, it took a layer off. That's something. Yeah, I gotta start doing that. I'm too impatient when I get ready to sit down and paint because, yeah, be careful touching hot things. That's a very good point. Because, remove bastard stickers before painting. I know, that's exactly what I need to do. Twinning is winning. Oh, I love you guys so much. You're amazing. Okay, it's fine. I find that just soaking them in some water for a while, sometimes when I'll do that and then just a couple hours later come back and they'll peel right off. So I think that's what I'm going to go with again. The packing tape did work to get the top layer off, and I find that once that part of the sticker is off, then the water can actually soak in to the underside of the sticker. So let's still do this. And it still gets a bunch of it off. And then I will soak them and deal with them later. But we will sign this one. Yeah, I'll have to get some Goo Gone. I heard fabric softener can work too. All right, we'll leave that for a few minutes. Thank you, Cara. This should be I know, right? Oh, the oil. Oh, that's a good idea. I don't know if I have any baby oil. But that is something nice and cheap to buy at the dollar store. I don't have vegetable oil. Heat gun on cello tape. Okay. Yeah, the TPC is out for their Sunday afternoon drive. All right, let's see what we can do here with the isopropyl alcohol and this scouring pad. No. That was a hell no right there. Oh no, it's coming. Gotcha. All right, so we'll be able to sign this one. And this one. Oh, I don't have that much elbow grease. But I mean, rawr, I did it. Yes, my poor mom can't do that. She can barely grip a pen. That would not go well for her. She would get really mad. Yeah, so you hear her cursing from the other room too, right? Son of a bitch, what the hell? Mothers. It would happen. It's just a matter of time. All right, that's okay though. We are still good. So grab this, and that isopropyl worked well. So I'm just gonna get as much of it off here with the water. And then I'll clean it up with the isopropyl. Easy peasy, Gary Sinise. Okay. Isopropyl alcohol. Come on. Do it. I'm so weak. It's not even funny. I gotta go to the gym. Why are you working out so hard? Because I get too winded when I'm trying to scrub stickers off the bottom of a mug. Oh, shit. It would make great content, wouldn't it? You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Oh, and son of a bitch, you're not even... I didn't even get it all. All right, I think I got it this time. All right, we're almost there. Right? Thanks, Patty. Patty's a good cheerleader. Thanks, Lorna. It definitely would make good content. You and Steffi and Leigh are on the mind meld today. Uses her heat flame, like her heat gun. Jimmy, I feel that in my bones. I can't do anything without sweating my ass off, right? Sweating, sucking down so much air. Then it's terrible. Just terrible. Like, I need some stamina. I have none. None at all. However, I do understand why. So, at least... Come on. All right. We'll get that off. We'll get the rest with the isopropyl alcohol and the elbow grease and the cursing and the losing my breath and the sweating. It's fine. You little fucking mugs, you better sell. You hear me? If I went through all of this and you don't sell, I'm not going to be happy. Smashing the mug into small pieces also works in a pinch. That is very true. Very, very true indeed, my friend. Yeah, chucking it out of my 8th floor window. Surprisingly, I got down to the parking lot. Sticker was off. All right, let's see how this does now. All right, I think we're good. I think we got it. I feel like I need to wrap this in something because I don't want to get rid of it. All right, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I have to make sure I clear off some space out here for Miss Audrey so I can get her bed up. Right, Audrey? Okay? Hi, sweetheart. She's laying under the table in the living room. I gotta get this table cleared off and get her bed back up here again so that she can come up here and hang out with us. All right, let's see. Yeah, best not to trust me with flame. I think the heat gun or a hair dryer is as much heat that I can be trusted with. Yeah, making sure that the stickers are off on your fruit and stuff. Yeah. At a few too many times where you bite an apple and you eat a sticker along with it, eh? No, I definitely should not be trusted with fire. No, all jokes aside. Absolutely not. At most, a candle with my barbecue lighter. I mean, yeah, me too, but who can resist things like honey salt, right? That's the thing. Or churros and chocolate croissants or French fries. All of the things. Yeah, the artful mugs are known as fucking little mugs. Exactly. Oh, thank you for hitting the thumbs up, you guys, and thanks for the reminder, Patty. Definitely not trusting me with fire. No, we do not need wildfires. I hope that they will sell. I'm hopeful, Lorna. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Hopefully. All right, so let's sign these then. I'm going to sign this one with the turquoise. Thanks, Kim. On the gray mug, that is prickly pear. Oh, look, it's Audrey. Hi, baby. How you doing? Hi, babe. I'll get you a treat. Just a minute. Just a minute, love. And we'll make sure everybody can say hi. Hold on, Audrey. All right, so that one can now go and sit and dry. And then we will grab these ones. So yes, the gray is prickly pear. I do like this one a lot. It is a pretty one. Yeah, absolutely. Now, hold on 2 seconds. We've got to... What are you doing? Hi. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? I got to give her a bath. We're going to have a bath on Tuesday. Are you excited? We're going to have a bath on Tuesday. You're going to feel so good. You're going to be so mad. Yeah, you're going to be so mad. All right, you guys, I'm just going to get her a really quick treat, and I will be right back. Hold on, booger. 1 sec. You want a snack? You do. You do. Should we do your pills and stuff first? Let's do your pills and stuff and get that all done. All right, we might as well do her pill and her inhaler, so I'm gonna bring you guys over here while we do that. Bring you over here. Here she is. All right, hold on. Ready, Miss Audrey? Around. You're such a good girl. All right. So we've got pill number 1. She gets 2 pills in the afternoon with her inhaler, and then she gets 1 pill in the middle of the night. We have to do this every 12 hours. So, you ready? Okay, go first. Go first. Good girl. Good job. You did so good. One more. One more. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hate you have to do that. And then we do the inhaler, and she gets 10 breaths of her inhaler twice a day. Right, baby? Good girl. Here we go. Go. Good job. Good job. And now the disgusting food. And then I will be back. All right. Thanks for being patient while I did that, you guys. I know, I'm so very lucky. Now, how do I get this back to however I had it set up before? Go over here, is that what we did? I think, yes, and then we came down like this. All right. Aw, thank you, Kim. Oh, I feel like I fail her in so many ways every single day. So it's nice to have those moments where I feel like I'm doing something good for her. She does. She's so good, eh? Those totes now belong to Audrey, exactly. Want to see the Audrey bath live? No. All right. Bear with me 1 second. I know she's such a cute little noodle. Yeah, she owns those totes full of ornaments now for sure. Joe says, Lily, take notes. She's not near as good as Miss Audrey. I'm so lucky that she's so good. When they told me everything I was going to have to do for her, I was like, yep, we're fucked. This is never going to happen. It's never going to happen. But she's so good every damn day. All right, so we've got, hang on, let me grab the prickly pear first. So we've got prickly pear. Do that one. We'll get Nicole a close-up here. So I'm going to put a little bit of prickly pear on my hand. Then I'm going to grab my micro daughter. And then I'm going to go right there. All right, bear with me. So study how to do my signature, Tina, while it's close up, and then you can grab paint and sign the mug on my behalf. I used to put the year on as well. And I honestly stopped doing that on a lot of them because I would be signing it like a year and a half after I painted it, and so I never really always had a clear idea of when it was painted. But I really should just pick a date and do it. There we go. So what else do I need in here? I need Bambi, and I need Wasteland. And we'll put those aside. Seen a Cass that listens well. I'm so lucky with her. I'm really so lucky. Isn't she so good, Joe? I'm so lucky. And now she's just sitting looking out the window. You gotta see this. I'll come out here. I'll be sitting in bed and I'll turn around and she'll just be looking out the window. Just hanging out, checking out the world. She sits out here looking out the window. Do you want up in your chair? Do you want up here? There you go. Come on up. What do you see? What do you see? What do you see? Oh, there's birds and squirrels in that tree over there. In one of your trees, Kim, there's some squirrels. Oh, what do you see? What is it? Lots of crows, huh? Do you like them? All right, well, enjoy looking out the window there, babe. We got work to do here. I can't sit here for 2 hours and have the only thing that I've gotten done is signing some mugs. So we are going to get back at it. Okay, this one will be able to get put aside. Now we'll do the gold. Thanks, Nicole. Just wear a bikini, don't be silly. That only happens on my other accounts. On those other sites. But hey, maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to embrace the grossness that I feel that is. Embrace it and embrace the euphemisms as well and just enjoy it and make some money. What do you do on this account? I give my cat baths. and just let people realize what I'm talking about after they pay me their money. That could be good. Yep, the site that pays the bills, exactly. Thanks, Kim. I've never heard of honey salt either. I know, she's so majestic, eh? I think she's gone into her princess bed now. All right, I'm going to sign this one. Now, it's not as easy to sign with the bliss drops, right, because they're thicker. In a perfect world, I would get myself, I would have like just some regular multi-surface paints that I thin down and I use it for signatures all the time. And eventually I'll just end up using like a gold pen or something on my paintings, but I feel like half the time the designs cover like the whole surface. So the idea of putting a signature on it somewhere, I haven't been able to figure out where to hide the signature on some of the bigger paintings. But I at least need to sign the back or something. All right, so there is that one. So now we need tombstone. All right, tombstone. Oh, that's scorpion, but you know what? Who cares? I care, actually. So I'm going to switch and find a tombstone one. I bet you all of my tombstone ones are clogged up because it's been so long since I've used them. Let's see. See if I can find one. No. Oh. Oh. Sploot. It's fine. There we go. All right, now we get rid of the sploot, and we now have 4 more mugs signed. So this means I can take them and put them back up on the shelf, and then we can sign the teapot. Hooray! I'll be right back. So I'd had all of these mugs. I've got these cube shelves that are sitting beside my bed. So one side of my bed is up against them and they're up against the wall. And so I use the the cubes that are kind of hidden behind my bed, I've been using them for storage, and I've used them for storing mugs and ornaments mostly. And so yesterday I needed to change my bed and do some laundry and do some vacuuming and cleaning and stuff anyway. So I got out my pen and paper. I got out a couple of totes, and I went through and I pulled out all of the ornaments and all of the mugs that were down there to wrap them up and get them ready for this next market, or these two markets. So I've got inventory for most of them. There's a few of these mugs I didn't have written down on the inventory. And I'm still not taking everything that I have in here. Oh, and I still needed some of those paints. Oh, someone's cooking bacon, and it's all I can smell. Frig, that smells good. All right. So this one is done in Cactus Rose, and the best thing about this one is that color change. Isn't that so freaking cool? So just having a look at it here. Isn't that so pretty? How much do you think I should sell this for? It's usable. What do you think I should have on the price tag? Miss Audrey? No, she doesn't really climb on things. She will climb up on her cat tree when I have it cleared off. She will climb up on... She used to climb up on the top of the fridge at my old apartment. I also think she might just be too fat for that now. Being real, unfortunately. You sweet potato. That's enough to write a poem, I know, right? Are you not synced up, or are you just thinking of Audrey? At least 75. Okay. My rainbow teapot way back when sold for $125. So I might start with that one. It does. It really showcases it so well, eh? I've got this electronic turntable that I think I might take to the market, because if I can put batteries in it, I should be able to put batteries in it. And then if I have this sitting there on this and it's spinning, although it doesn't feel terribly secure, but all right, cool. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Okay, that gives me a range to be thinking about, so thank you. We'll wait and see. I might just have it there and not have a price on it, and when somebody says, hey, how much for the teapot, I'll say, how much do you want to give me? And see what they say. I don't know, what do you think? You tell me. Yeah, the other one that I sold was on an auction, an online auction. Oh, come on. All right. However, I think it would definitely do better at the one in downtown Toronto. So that might be the one I save it for. Okay, now I had a container full of sewing pins. There they are. Beautiful. Or I'll save it for the artisan show next year. I'll take it with me. And you never know. Maybe it'll sell, maybe it won't. All right. And I'm thinking I'll do 125. No, it's so hard. It's so hard to know, and every market is going to be different. It's going to, you know, there's so many different things to consider. There's the area, there's the demographics, there's like if I'm doing a craft show and it's at a school, I'm not going to sell it anything for what I would sell it for at, say, an artisan market. All of that stuff, right? Oops. All right. So there we go. That is everything signed. This is amazing. Thank you guys so much, because I found all this stuff yesterday and I was like, I got to get this stuff signed and I don't want to do it. So thank you. You guys just made that so much easier for me. I love you to bits for it. 75, Kim? Okay. That's how I did it when I would have a garage sale. Never tagged anything with a price, just how much you'd give for it. Yeah, it would definitely save a lot of time. That's a good idea. You were asking if Audrey jumped when she wasn't on screen, so I thought your video might have been a few minutes behind. All right, I'm going to move this, and I'm going to move the lid, then I'm going to move the other mug, and then we're going to bring in the ornaments. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more mugs on top of what I've already got packed up. So that's pretty good. That's nice. That should be nice. So, that makes me really happy. That's a nice chunk. That's a nice chunk. So, I'm going to have to decide on pricing soon. Okay, that's fine. So, we are going to work on this piece, which is this one. We are going to be painting 9 more so that I have a total of 10 of these as part of our rainbow series. I love it, Leigh. Expect to be getting some messages. There's been lots of people asking about your ornament holders. And I found another one. I actually have 17. You know what's stupid? Painting started as a hobby and a way to relax. Now I feel guilty for not painting, even though I don't even sell most of it. Like, why the guilt? Let me be a couch potato. That's a hard one. That one's a hard one to answer. That one is a hard one to answer. Oops. Okay, so last night on Patreon, we did this design. Debbie, it turned out fantastic. Your ornament turned out amazing. I hope you really enjoyed it. So this one, I've already got 2 of those painted. So I'll show you the difference that I did on this one. So instead of the random dots and the solid color paw print, we did the colors going around in the rainbow color, which I like better. And then the multicolored paw print. So we did that. And these ones are also finished, so I'm going to be doing 10 of each of these in the rainbow color. But the one we're working on now is this one. So I've gotten the first row done on each of these. So this one's number 10, then we've got the 9, and then we're going to do all of these. We're also going to do some top dots on these as well, because I think it's important too, because the top dots have really kind of punched everything nice and far forward on some of these others. So we're going to do that too, but I'm going to wait until the very end, until all of them are painted, and we'll do all the top dots for that as one. This one I just used last night to show an example of something, but it's a nice part about these ornaments. We know that we can paint on it, and after not too long, we can just peel the paint off and move on with our lives, which is kind of nice. So let's do that now. So our next colors are going to be, actually, I'm going to take this yellow paint off. This yellow paint was just a space holder, so that when we take the paint off, we've got this nice space for the paw print, and it gives me something nice and round to dot around instead of having to rely on my guide dots being that guide. Aren't they so fun with all the rainbow ones? They're making me so happy. I'm really, really excited. Really, really excited. So strange, like unproductiveness equals worthless, and because of that, it also doesn't actually count as relaxing and doing nothing. And I think that's the hard part too, right? Is it's one thing to let ourselves relax and recharge, but if we're spending that whole time that we're trying to do that, and I'm speaking out of my own experience too, because this is why I find I don't let myself rest. Like, I don't say to myself, you know what, take the next few days, do as little as humanly possible. The only time I do that is when I'm sick. And even then, I fight against it. I'm like, well, I can still do some of this, or I can still do some of this. Instead of just, you know, I'm going to do what feels good on that day and not beat ourselves up for it, you know? It's so... I think it shows how fucked up priorities in our society is, right? Because it's also because, you know, we feel like there's something else we should be doing because, you know, lazy people are bad, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's a lot of deconstructing what we've been told and how important it actually is, right? Like, I notice it in just such little things, like, well, you can't eat that for breakfast. Sure you can. You want to eat steak and mashed potatoes for breakfast, you can eat whatever the hell you want. There's no fucking rule, right? Like, who cares? Who cares? Who actually cares? But there's all of these rules that people follow or that we're expected to follow. And, you know, I get, you know, being a civilized society and everything, but there's so many things that really aren't as important as they've been made out to us. I believe anyway. I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Debbie. Are you going to do some more? I love the ornament that you got too. I think I remember I've got some matte black ornaments somewhere. I'm going to have to get them out and do some painting. Feel the same, Jamie. Also being sick, like yeah, exactly. I'm like, this is the most inconvenient time for me to be sick. I have this to do and this to do and this to do. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to rest. And then by tomorrow I'm going to be feeling better. And then I can get back to normal, whatever the hell that is. And then the next day it happens and then you cycle through it again. And it's like, it should just be able to be, my body is telling me that it needs something. I'm going to give my body and my mind that stuff that it needs, and then I'm going to continue to move forward, right? It's so fucked. It's so messed up. I think it's just another important thing about communities like this one where we can remind each other, like, hey, it's not something that you have to do. You can, you hear people say, it's not that deep. Well, it is that deep because it impacts your mental health and everything, right? So it is that deep, but it's not as serious of an outcome if you don't do what's expected, whether it's something you expect of yourself or or other people expect of you, or things that you perceive that people expect of you. I don't know. I'm just rambling now. Okie dokie. So next, we are going to do the row of green and yellow. And I'm going to move this here because my paints are in here. And that means I need to cover some. I'm going to do lots more. Someone anonymously gifted me 24 of those ornaments. Oh, that's so fantastic. Yeah, I like those. I like those ornaments a lot. Steffi, you still with us? Your internet behaving for now? That is so sweet, Debbie. That's so nice. How lovely. All right. I'm going to give these paints a stir as well, just to make sure that they are good. I'm so glad you like them. That makes me so happy, Debbie. Yay! I can't wait to see your little army of rainbow ornaments all piled together. I think it's something that is so satisfying. Like when we've seen Lay do multiple different things all with the same color scheme. There's something so satisfying about looking at a photo of all of the things done with the one color scheme. It's just so satisfying. All right. You are good. And now we will stir the green and we'll see if it needs any medium. Nope, we're looking good. All right. So, what color are we going to do first? We are going to do green first. Yes, green first. So, that means I need my tool and we'll be good to go. Right? And they look really cool in their holders too. I agree. We'll get some good photos for this, Lay. And you should put them on your stories and stuff, and I'll put them on my story so you can share it. I am going to start posting to social media again one of these days. How you doing, Nicole? You guys doing good? So I'm going to do all of these green dots on all 9 of the ornaments. And then by the time I come back to do the yellow ones, those first green ones will be dry. Yeah, soon. Soon. We all know what that means. At some point over the next 6 months to a year. I'm incredibly optimistic about, I know I've talked about this a bunch of times, but I'm incredibly optimistic about what changing my live schedule and everything is going to do, and being on more of a refined schedule on Patreon and everything. I think that that's really going to help. I think it's going to give the best of both worlds and give still lots of freedom to do lots of fun stuff, but also give me some of the structure that I need to be able to get stuff done, like editing for social media and all of that good stuff. So hopefully, I love how I can just slide these ornament holders all over the place too while I'm painting, right? I'm done with it and I can just literally slide it like it's on a shuffleboard. Mm. You're good. Joe loved seeing the bliss color shifting. Isn't it so pretty? I love that that cactus rose. I think all of Tara's paints are incredible, but cactus rose, it just hits. Yeah, it has the most dramatic one. Just got highlights and minor details left on the dragon. Should have it done today. Amazing. Are you driving home, Joe, or are you flying? How are you getting home? How's the dragon getting home? Had crabbed it for breakfast the other day. Exactly. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Do what you want to do. Yeah, they're incredible paints. They're a lot of fun. Cactus Rose is definitely special. I find the very beginning of the assembly line process quite tedious, but once it gets going, I feel like it picks up pretty quickly. You start feeling like you're getting quite a bit done. I'm also still very optimistic that I'm going to be able to get at least 50 ornaments done before the market. I think I can, though. Driving home? Nice. Does the dragon get to sit in the front seat with you? Strap it in with the seatbelt? Yeah, Nicole's going to be so sad. She's going to miss you. Will you guys get to see each other for, like, Christmas or anything, or Thanksgiving? Oops. I don't know what this is. Something goopy. I bet you I had some glue on my hand from the mugs or something. It'll be your passenger. Amazing. Yep, that's true. You can if you love the pattern. That's true. Very, very true. If you get a chance, do you have any of the PDA paintings you could show me? Absolutely. Oh, till next year, that sucks. Stupid PTO. I hate that we have to work for a living. Working for fun stuff, sure, but working to just be able to survive and not be able to take time with family and stuff, I just don't like it. I don't like it. All right, let me go and grab, I've got a cactus rose one handy. So we'll just zoom out a bit here. I have the cactus rose painted desert, and then I have, I've got other ones though. Where would they be? All right, give me 2 seconds. I'll find a couple. This is the only big painted desert that I have left. So you can try to make sure that you can see. It's not going well. Here, I'm going to bring it over here actually, be able to see it a little bit better. So we've got this one. This is cactus rose again. So then depending on the angle, it changes. It's just so, so incredible. All right, let me see what else I've got. Hold on. I actually have this one that I have to finish with Afterglow. Never did finish that one. We'll have to keep that out. We'll work on that one. I really like that one a lot too. And then this one is Dew. So it goes from kind of a tealy blue to a brighter green. And then what else do we have? Got another one over here. And then this one, see how it goes from purple to green? There's dragon scales right there. That's one of her newest ones. Which one, Joe? The cactus rose one? Yeah. In the next 2 years, exactly, Gabrielle. Could happen this week, could happen 2 years from now. So yeah, some great colors. They don't all have the dramatic color shift like some of these do. Like the Afterglow doesn't have as dramatic of a color shift. I mean, it still has it. It just goes from kind of an orangey to a darker red, which is beautiful. But yeah, they're really friggin' fun to paint with, that's for sure. The cactus rose one to me is definitely top of the line in my books. Hold on a second. Oh, she's up in her window chair. I was looking for Miss Audrey. She's up in her window chair. Hold on. Here she is. Looking out her window. Hi, how are you? Yay. I love when she gets up on that window chair. Seeing her sit and look out the window just makes me so friggin' happy. Okay. Let's zoom back in, but I'll definitely keep that afterglow one out because I'm gonna definitely should be finishing that one. And it could make a really pretty print too. Thanks, Joe. All right, Gabrielle, we will be here. All right, now we go in for yellow. We'll fill in the second row. So Nicole, you said you're painting too. What are you working on today? What are you painting? No problem, Nicole. Happy to. You made a dragon with dots? Oh, that's cool, Lorna. That's fun. Playing with the acrylic disc ornaments, making a couple of Joe to take home for his tree. Oh, nice. I haven't put up my Christmas tree since 2019. I don't even know if I did in 2019, maybe even 2018. But this might be the year. We'll see. The birds are just so noisy today. It's so strange. There must be a storm coming. We are supposed to get some thunderstorms over the next couple of days. I've never heard them this noisy. Best thing you've done. That's wonderful. That's awesome, Lorna. I hope it was fun. Because that's the most important part. Come on. Hey, nothing wrong with doing stuff on paper. That's wonderful, Lorna. That's awesome. Yay. I'm so happy for you. Okay. 2 more, and then we can move on. I find that 10 to 15 ornaments of one design is kind of the sweet spot for me. I sometimes struggle through to the end of 10 ornaments. That's when I know that that is not a design that I need to revisit. Sometimes I ask myself if it's the color combo that's making me bored too, or frustrated, or anything like that. What would change it? But 10 to 15 is kind of where I tend to max out. I think occasionally I've done 20, but I don't think too often. Oops. All right. So now we have 9 of those done, and now we are going to start on these larger dots, going all the way around. And now I have to remember what size I used for them. 3.5. Here we go. All right, so we are going to teal and light blue. That means I need to stir these paints because there's no way in hell that these are still doing good after being covered up all night. They at least need a little bit. Oh, Jamie, how many hours do you paint, not including... I rarely paint outside of my lives. Rarely. And I'm... That's another thing that I'm hoping changes with my new schedules, is that I've got chunks of time. I've felt like in between my lives, I have such a short amount of time to do anything that it's making me feel really burnt out otherwise, right? Because my day is always like, okay, so I've got to get this done, and then I've got to get it done by noon, because then after noon I've got to do, I've got to, have some lunch and get this done, and get this done for Audrey, get this done for Mom, and then I got to go live, and then I have only a couple hours, and in those couple hours I have to, do stuff for Mom, do stuff for Audrey, get myself a dinner, try and take a little bit of a breather, and potentially get other stuff done too. I find that it was not allowing any kind of time for anything else, and I really miss sitting painting on my own. I really miss it. Like just putting on the music or putting on a movie and just sitting and painting for a couple hours. So I rarely do it. So I'm really hoping to up that. Yeah. It didn't start out as a dragon, but ended up as a strange one. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like how stuff can evolve. All right, so teal is going here. So yeah, I sadly do not paint hardly ever outside of my lives. This is usually the only painting time I get. It's another thing that is really making me want to get some of this other stuff around the house done too, right? Like if I have these larger chunks of time now, as I adjust my live schedule for a little while, and I can get some of this stuff done that's been hanging over my head and just feels so damn heavy all the time, stuff that I feel like I'm fighting to get done. Half the time it's like, okay, well, I could work on it right now, but I've only got 45 minutes until my live after I got all this other stuff done. And by the time I sit there for 45 minutes, I'm not going to be able to make any headway, and then it's going to be half done, and then I'm going to have to put it away. And so this should, in theory, give me a lot more time to actually tackle some of these bigger projects that I should be able to just get them done. And I'm hoping that that opens up more free time as well for painting myself. The physical clutter in my life has caused a significant amount of mental clutter. And that is my motivation now to take care of the physical clutter, so that with any luck, everything feels a little bit easier. All right, that felt nice and fast. So now we're going to go in and do the light blue dots in between. Okay. All right. That was nice and fast. So now we need some, we're going to use the same two colors, and we're going to do some walking dots. So I'm going to, right, I'm going to do different sizes. So I'm going to do, so I'm going to do all the peak dots first. I don't want to have to change my tool. I don't want to have to change, be constantly wiping the paint off. So doing all of these teal dots with this size tool works really well for me. Of course, if you're doing the assembly line process, just kind of pick and choose what works for you. You don't have to continue on in the same kind of way that I do. Right? Find the way that works the best for you. So then once I'm done doing these peak dots, then I will go and clean off my tool and do the walking dots. And then we'll lather, rinse, repeat for the other color. So I'm going to do light blue walking dots around the teal and the teal around the light blue. Okay, lovely. Back to this one. Turn the tool around, and now we're going to walk. That is not even close to straight. I don't know where the hell I was thinking I was going with that one. Oh, I was trying to follow the guide dots. That's a problem. This should actually be right here instead. That's better. I have a feeling I might have to do some of that correcting. Probably should have changed the size of my tool. All right, we're going to go down one size smaller. Remember that your tools might change size depending on the thickness of your paint, right? So if this teal paint is thicker than my light blue paint, then I'm probably going to use a smaller tool for the teal than I will for the light blue walking dots. I think they're both going to be equally thick, so I need to do these. Yeah, right, Patty? It's been quiet, isn't it? Hello, 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 low, 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 low. It's echoing. Dust bunnies rolling, or tumbleweeds blowing through the live. How are you doing, Patty? You doing all right? That's no good. Oh, I can fix that later. It's fine. A couple of the dots strung together. I can't get over those birds. What is going on? What is going on, birds? What are you trying to tell us? Okay, so I've got a few dots that smush together. So I'm going to wait until they dry. I'll pop those dots off that smush together, and I'll redo them. Debbie's painting. Lorna was just going to say thing. Ingrid's getting ready for bed. Very good. As long as everybody's okay. I made some of these peak dots a little too big, I think. I'm not worried about it, but just a mental note to myself. Oh, Patty, that sucks. First bad one in a long time. Curtains are closed. Room is black. Ice packs on the forehead and shoulders. Oh, that's awful. Better be gone before the baseball game tonight, right? None of this crap otherwise. Well, I hope it goes away soon for you, Patty. Mom used to get really bad migraines. She'd get the ocular migraines and have to go to the hospital for a shot of Gravol. First time I had a migraine, I think I've only ever had one in my life, but I was so mad at my mom because she wouldn't take me to the hospital, and I was completely convinced that I was dying of an aneurysm. I'm like, you're going to be in so much trouble when I die. And they ask you why you didn't take me to the hospital. She's like, here, eat some salty chips, close your eyes, and here's an ice pack. I'll see you in a couple hours. I was so mad. Fingers crossed, Patty will send you good vibes, and hopefully that'll just leave you quickly. How's the grandbaby doing? Rory growing like a weed already? Well, you guys, I'm pretty pleased. I think in the next 3 minutes we'll get the rest of these teal walking dots done. And then when we get together tomorrow night back here on YouTube, then we will make some more headway. We'll make a lot more headway because I won't have a bunch of mugs to sign for the first hour. So that'll be good. I think we'll get these ornaments, if not done, then completed to the point of just needing to do top dots maybe. That would be really exciting to have that done already. Share. So freaking adorable. Is such a good boy. Reminds me of Alex. Oh, that's so cool, Patty. Only just popping in. Share, Patty. Try closing your eyes and picturing the inside of your head as empty space, holding you in healing light. Love you all. See you soon. Love you too, Share. Thanks for popping in to say hi. Hope you're doing good. Take care of yourself, please. So I'll be back on YouTube tomorrow night, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget that we are starting a new schedule after my days off. My days off are Tuesday and Wednesday. So when we come back on Thursday, we're going to be starting a bit of a different format. So I'm going to be doing the 3-hour lives instead of 2-hour lives. So it's going to be a little bit less than what I have been doing. However, it is intended to be just temporary so that I can get some other stuff done. And then make a lot of space to be able to clear lots of space, mental and physical space, so that we can really jump in and do some fun shit. Joe, I'm wishing you a safe trip home. It was wonderful to hang out with you for the few days, though. And I hope you had a great visit with Nicole and the rest of your family that's there. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. We always love it when you're able to pop in on a live. And please share us more pictures of the dragon. We're nosy as hell and want to see. And everybody, please make sure you're taking care of yourself as best as you can. Get some rest where you can. Let go of the guilt lay when we can. And just have those moments where we can just exist and take some breaths. So here is our status so far. Those ones are already done, which is very exciting, having 6 ornaments done in there. And then we've got these 10 getting ready. Thank you for spending so much time with me today, you guys. And I'm looking forward to spending longer chunks of time with you so that they don't feel quite as rushed. And we'll do some fun stuff. I've got lots of fun project ideas. Barb, when did you get here? Did I miss you earlier? I'm so glad, Nicole. I hope you guys have had a wonderful day. Love you to bits. Close and vision myself on a beach listening to waves. That's nice, Patty. That sounds good. We'll definitely see you soon. See you later, Lorna. Have a good rest of your day. Bye, Patty. Bye, Barb. Have a great day, Cara. You too. Something powerful in the empty suave thing. It really helps migraines. And empty space thing, maybe? Of course, it isn't a huge leap for me to envision an empty space, I admit. Love you too. You're welcome. Share. Take care of yourself. Wonderful. Can't wait to see those pictures, Joe. And safe travels home. Have a safe drive. Thank you, Cara. See you later, Debbie. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm so sorry, Barb. I know, me too, Cara. Love you, Barb. I'm sorry I missed ya. Good night, Lorna. All right, you guys. Be good, and I will see you soon. Mwah! Bye.